Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and we are at the Big A for the final game of a three-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the California Angels, and we're so glad that you have joined us. California has won the first two games. Some of you may remember Rick Reichert hit a walk-off single to win the first game. That was exciting. In this game, we have Ray Culp for the Red Sox, a right-hander, going against Jim McGlothlin, a right-hander, for the Angels. Let's look at our opening lineups. For the Red Sox, O'Brien at third, Andrews at second, Yastrzemski in left, Petrocelli at short, Scott back in the lineup, he's at first, LaHood in right, Don Locke in center, Reggie Smith is out, Gibson catching, and Ray Culp the pitcher. For the Angels, it's Alomar at second, Spencer at first, Reichert in left, Fregosi at short, Johnstone in center, Voss in right, Rodriguez at third, Askew catching, and McGlothlin the pitcher. And in a moment, we expect the California Angels to take the field, and we'll start this ball game. The Red Sox come into this in fourth place, 21 behind Baltimore in the East, and California in third place, 21 behind the Minnesota Twins in the West, and Kathy Harden has arrived. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Strat-O-Matic baseball. It's not a day without Kathy Harden is a day with a very, very boring game of Strat-O-Matic baseball. I'll get that right eventually. The tweet is up. Let's take a look. And the tweet is good. And the Angels take the field. And we're so glad to have you all. Leading it off for the Red Sox, Sid O'Brien. He is a right-hander. Here's McGlothlin. He's ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to O'Brien, 1-6. He grounds it to short. Fregosi has it. Throws over to Spencer. One away, and we are underway. And that's looking clean. Very clean there, Kathy Harden. Mike Andrews now. This is July 31, 1969. This is the first game of the date of July 31. Most, if not all, of these games will be the final games of three-game series following the All-Star break, even though we're way over 81 games. Mark Schucker has arrived. Good morning. Andrews at the plate. And the pitch, 5-9. He grounds it to short X. That's for Fregosi. And that goes through for a base hit. Fregosi couldn't quite get to that. So Andrews on first with one out. Harden for the Angels. Schucker for the Bo Sox. Here comes Carl now. You must be a Yankee fan, Kathy. I think you are. Even though I'm still trying to get some of that straight. No wonder you'd want the Angels. I understand. Yeah. So Andrews on first with one out, and Carl comes up to the plate. McGlothlin working from the stretch now. Here's the pitch to Carl, 6-7, and that is a base hit to right. Andrews goes to second and holds. Again, the Red Sox lost the first two of this series, trying to avoid a sweep in this final game of the three-game series. Rico Petroselli is the batter. First and second, one out. McGlothlin. 1-3. And it's a fly ball to right. Under it is Bill Voss. He makes the catch. That's 2 away for George Scott. And the real Dan has arrived. Great to see you, Dan. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. Two outs, first and second. Just underway here at the Big A. George Scott at the plate. Here's the pitch. Sounds good, Dan. 6-11 to George Scott, and that is a line out to short caught by Petroselli, and the side is retired. No runs for the Red Sox on 2 hits, and both left on. After a half an inning, it's Red Sox nothing, and the Angels coming to bat. Ray Culp is the Red Sox pitcher. He's had some awesome performances this season. If you take a look at him, he was 17-8, 3.81, had 32 starts. So Culp is ready. Here's Sandy Alomar to lead it off for the Angels. Culp is ready. Here's the windup. Pitch to Alomar. 5-8 switch hitter, fly ball center. Locke is under it, 1 down. Number 2 batter, Jim Spencer, a left-handed hitter. Culp winds and the pitch. 1-7. Grounder to second base. Andrews has it. Throws to Scott. And that's 2 away. And now Rick Reichert. Three 7, and a ground ball back to Culp. Throws it over to Scott, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Culp. And after 1, we're scoreless. Boston at California. 3rd of a 3 game. We'll get our next game posted very shortly after this game. Joe LaHood steps in to lead off for the Bo Sox in the top of the 2nd. McGlothlin allowed 2 singles, left him on base in the 1st. And here's LaHood now. McGlothlin into his windup. 4-8, and that is a double in right center for LaHood, a stand-up double to lead it off for the Red Sox. Joe LaHood with a smash into right center. Here comes Don Locke now. McGlothlin working from the stretch now. Lock in for the injured Reggie Smith. 4-4, fly ball center, Johnstone. Reroll. That's a double. That's another double. And Lahoud scores. Johnstone couldn't get that. And it's 1-0 Red Sox. Locke with a double to bring home Lahoud. Russ Gibson is the batter. Back-to-back doubles by the Red Sox here to make it 1-0. Here's the pitch to Gibson now. 1-10. He flies it to left. Reichert is under it. He makes the catch, and Locke holds at second. 1 down. And here's the pitcher, Ray Culp. 1 out, Locke on second, 1 in. Red Sox early 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch to Culp. 6-11. And there's a base hit for Culp, just past the reach of Fregosi. Locke goes to third and holds. So it's first and third, 1 out. That was a 6-11. 1-4, it's a 2. McGlothlin in trouble here in the second. The infield is back, double play depth. First and third, 1 down for Sid O'Brien. (6-2) flies it to center, shallow and playable. Johnstone makes the catch and the runners hold. He throws it in quickly. 2 down for Mike Andrews. McGlothlin trying to get out of this with 1 run allowed. It's 2 down, first and third. Mike Andrews at the plate, Carl on deck. Low for a ball to Andrews. We're so glad to have you on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Okay, McGlothlin. The pitch to Andrews. 6-9. And there's a base hit to center. A 2-out single by Andrews. Locke scores. Culp goes to second and holds. And it's 2-0. A run batted in for Andrews. A clutch hit. He's 2 for 2 now. First and second, 2 outs. And here comes Carl, who's singled. At the first, was left on base. So 2 runs in this inning. Here's the pitch to Carl. 5-7. Grounder to second. That's for Alomar. And Alomar throws him out, and the side is retired. There were 2 runs on 4 hits. Back-to-back doubles scored the first run, and then Andrews knocked Locke home. There were 2 left on, and after 1.5, it's 2-0 Red Sox. Ray Culp retired the Angels in order in the first. It'll be Jim Fregosi to lead it off. Okay, Culp is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Fregosi. 1-7. Fly ball center. And Locke makes the catch. That's 1 down. Yeah, Fregosi, Dan, was the notorious player traded to the Mets for Nolan Ryan. You may know that. Here's Jay Johnstone with 1 out, nobody on. The pitch from Culp. 5-4. Grounded to third. O'Brien throws him out. 2 away for Bill Voss. We thank Mark, we thank Kathy, and Ala Sedora for the retweets of the ball game, helping to get the word out about Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Bill Voss at the plate, hits left-handed. Here's Culp now. And the pitch to Voss. 5-8. Fly ball center. Under it is Don Locke. And he makes the catch. The side is retired. And Ray Culp has retired the first 6 Angels in this ball game. That's pretty neat, I would say, Kathy, and you know that. That's as neat as you can be, huh? Maybe all K's might be neater. Well, we move to the top of the third. It's a 2-0 ball game. And Rico Petrocelli leads it off. He flew to right in the first. Here's McGlothlin for the Angels. Here's the pitch. 3-3. Grounds it to short. Fregosi has it. Throws it over to Spencer. There's 1 away. Speaking of Fregosi. Handled that nicely. And here's George Scott. Scott 0 for 1. McGlothlin winds. The pitch to Scott, 3-9. Grounder to second. Alomar throws to Spencer, 2 down. And Joe LaHood, who led off the second with a double and scored on Locke's double. Again, LaHood, a left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from McGlothlin. 5-8. Grounds it to first. Spencer steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 for McGlothlin in the top of the third. And it's still 2-0 Red Sox over the Angels. Here comes Ray Culp. Perfect thus far, Ray. He'll face Rodriguez, Askew, and McGlothlin in the Angels' home third. Nice and neat ball game, I would say, all around. Here's Culp. And the pitch to Rodriguez. 5-7. And that is a base. That's a double. Down the line, there goes the everything. No hitter perfecto. A clean double there. Rodriguez on second to lead it off with a double. It was a 1-7. He got a 6. Here's Joe Askew now. McGlothlin comes out on deck. From the stretch, Culp. 2-6, grounds it back to Culp. Throws to first, and Rodriguez holds. So there's 1 away for Jim McGlothlin, a 1 WR. Here's the pitch. 6-7. Grounded to second. Andrews. 7-2. Throws him out. Holding Rodriguez. 2 outs. For Sandy Alomar, clutch situation with Rodriguez on second, 2 away. Sandy is a switch hitter. He'll bat left against Ray Culp here in the bottom of the third with Rodriguez on second, 2 down. Sandy flew to center. Here's Culp and the pitch. 2-8. And that's chopped to first. Scott has it. Steps on the bag. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, the double by Rodriguez to lead it off. He was left on base. And after 3, it's 2-0 Red Sox. Top of the 4th. Don Locke leads it off. He doubled home LaHood and then scored on Andrews' base hit in the second. It's 2-0 Red Sox. Here's McGlothlin into his windup. And the pitch to Locke, 1-8. He walked him. First walk of the ball game for anybody. Locke takes first to lead it off. And it's Russ Gibson at the plate, the catcher. He flew to left in the second. Culp on deck. That's a called strike to Gibson. Outside for a ball. So we have a full count on Gibson now with Locke on first. Here's the payoff pitch from McGlothlin. 4-8. And there is a base hit by Gibson. Locke rounds second, goes to third. A 4-8 single. 19 on the 20 die. So the Sox have something going here again. And Ray Culp is the batter. The infield will play back. Now the infield is playing in. McGlothlin, the pitch to Culp. 6-7, right-hander, walked him. So McGlothlin has loaded the bases with Red Sox and nobody out. And Sid O'Brien is the batter. Now the infield is back, conceding a run for a double play. O'Brien is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 4-10. And he struck him out. Oh, that was a big strikeout by McGlothlin. That's his first of the ball game, and that now sets up an opportunity for an inning-ending double play. Bases loaded, 1 out. Mike Andrews, the batter, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And that's just inside for a ball to Andrews. Okay, here's the pitch from McGlothlin. 3-8. And it's a base hit for Andrews. His third of the game. Locke scores. Gibson scores. Culp goes to third. It's 4-0 Red Sox. You talk about hitting. Mike Andrews just hit a McGlothlin pitch right up the middle, just what they needed, with 1 out. And it's 4-0 Red Sox. Andrews 3 for 3 now. Here comes Carl. First and third, 1 out. Infield is back. And the pitch to Curl. 4-7, struck him out. That's the second for McGlothlin. And Rico Petrocelli in a clutch situation. First and third, 2 outs. 2 in already, top of the fourth. 4-0 Red Sox over the Angels. Here's the pitch to Rico. 2-5. And that is a base hit for Rico. Just past the reach of Rodriguez. And if anyone could have got it, it's him. That's a base hit by Rico. 2-5. Culp scores. And Andrews goes to second. 3 runs in this inning. 5-0 Angels. Action is in the Angels bullpen. Hoyt Wilhelm warming. The veteran Hoyt Wilhelm, the knuckler. First and second now, 2 outs. And here's George Scott. And the pitch. 2-4. Grounds it to third. Rodriguez has it this time. Throws it to Spencer, and the side is finally retired. After 3 runs on 3 singles, 2 walks, and 2 left on. And after 3.5, it's Red Sox 5, Angels nothing. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Sounds like the last game we played. Gonna head to the bottom of the fourth. Ray Culp now has held at California scoreless through 3, allowing 1 hit, the double to Rodriguez. Jim Spencer will lead it off. Wilhelm continues to warm in the bullpen. Angels bullpen is well rested. Here's Spencer now. Culp winds, and the pitch. 4-4. Grounds it to short. Rico throws him out. 1 away. Nice play by Rico. Here's Rick Reichert. Rick is 0 for 1. Tapped to Culp for a ground ball out in the first. Culp winds, and the pitch to Reichert. 1-10. Pops it up foul territory just to the side of home plate. Gibson makes the catch. 2 down. And Jim Fregosi, 0 for 1. Flew to center. Culp in his windup. Pitch to Fregosi, 3-8, and he walked him. That's only the second base runner for the Angels today. Fregosi on first, 2 down, John Stone. Fortunately, Jay has been suppressing his antics. We don't need those today. Fregosi on first, 2 down. Sometimes Jay's just not in the mood. Here's the pitch. 1-7. It's a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out rally, if you will. Fregosi, 1-14, 1-16, 1-15. They'll let him go. Keeping John Stone at first. First and third, 2 down. Indeed, he's a prankster indeed. Didn't prank that one, though. Here's Bill Voss. First and third, 2 down. Angels have something going for the first time in the ball game. Clutch situation for Voss, 0 for 1. Pitch from Culp. 2-12. Lines it to second right at Andrews, and the side is retired. No runs, no one hit, a walk, both left. We've gone 4. It's 5-0 Red Sox. Top of the 5th. And McGlothlin had a very tough inning in the 4th, allowing 3 runs. He allowed 2 in the 2nd. Necro is ready to come in. This is most likely his last inning, as he's due up next inning. Here's Lahoud. 3-11. Fouls out to Askew, the catcher. 1 down for Don Locke. Locke 1 for 1 with a walk. Doubled home Lahoud, walked and scored. Okay, McGlothlin is ready. Here's the pitch. 1-9, struck him out. 3rd strikeout for McGlothlin, and Russ Gibson comes up. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-7. He flies it to center. There's Johnstone. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for McGlothlin. He pitched okay there, but I don't know. I don't think. Maybe if there's 2 outs, they'll let him hit. Maybe. Here's Aurelio Rodriguez. 5-0 Red Sox. Wilhelm is sitting down now. He's done warming. Rodriguez leads it off. Here's Ray Culp. And the pitch. 3-7. And he flies it to center. That's for Locke. And that's 1 away. Culp got into a little bit of trouble last inning, got out of it. He had 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Voss then lined sharply to Andrews. It's 1 out now. Here's Askew. 1-4. Fly ball left. Yastrzemski makes the catch. And look at that. McGlothlin is coming out with 2 outs to hit. They'll let him continue. Different game, folks. For you youngsters out there. Here's the pitch to McGlothlin. 3-6. And he grounds it to short. The side is out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ray Culp. And after 5, it's 5-0. McGlothlin stays in. He did retire the side in order in the 5th. Maybe he has settled down. Top of the 6th, it's Ray Culp to lead it off. 1 for 1 and a walk. He singled in the 2nd and then walked and scored. Here's McGlothlin now. The pitch to Culp. 2-8, struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for McGlothlin, and he has retired 5 in order. Now Sid O'Brien 0 for 3. 4-6. Fly grounded to short. Fregosi throws him out. 2 away. McGlothlin has settled down. Now Mike Andrews comes up. 3 for 3 today, Mike Andrews. 3 singles. 3 runs batted in. Here's McGlothlin now. And the pitch, 5-11. Fly ball left. Reichert going back. He's a 4. Oh my. And he makes the catch. Nice catch by Reichert. Another 1, 2, 3 for McGlothlin. He's retired 7 in order. We're in the middle of the 6th, and it is a 5-0 ball game. And we're so glad to have you here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Ray Culp has been remarkable today. 2 hits allowed, 2 base and a walk, a shutout. He'll face the top of the order. We'll take a 3 to 5 minute break after this. Alomar 0 for 2. Here's Culp now. And the pitch to Sandy. 2-7. He flies it to center field. Under it is Locke, and there's 1 away. Now Jim Spencer. Jim 0 for 2. In fact, the first 3 batters are 0 for 7 thus far. Here's a strike called to Spencer. Okay, Culp winds. Here's the pitch. 1-9. And that is a long fly ball to center field, and it's caught by Johnstone. I'm so sorry. Caught by Locke. 2 down. Hit well by Spencer, but playable. 2 outs, nobody on, and here's Rick Reichert 0 for 2 today. You have a great day, Dan. Thank you, sir. And thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate it. Rick Reichert 0 for 2. Ray Culp. The pitch. 4-9. Walked him. That's only the 4th base runner for the Angels today. Reichert on first with 2 outs. Here's Fregosi. Flew to center and walked. Culp gets the sign from Gibson. He's set from the stretch. The pitch to Fregosi. 3-6. And that is a long drive to left and caught by Carl. A backhanded catch with his glove just to get it. That was a 3-6, 20 die. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Reichert. He was left on base. We've gone 6 full innings in what I would call a rather neat ball game, Kathy Harden. And I will be right back, folks, to resume this ball game in under 5 minutes. I think that sounds good. Under 5. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're back at the Big A, and it's 5-0 Red Sox. McGlothlin has settled down after allowing 5 runs through 4 innings. And the Red Sox will bat in the top of the 7th. They lead 5-0. And leading it off for the Red Sox is Carl Yastrzemski. Carl is 1 for 3, singled, grounded to second, and struck out. Okay, McGlothlin is ready. Here's the pitch to Carl. 5-5. He walked him. That's the 3rd walk by McGlothlin. And here's Rico. Carl being held. He's 1-10. Here's Rico. 1 for 3 today. From the stretch, McGlothlin. 3-6. Struck him out. That's the 5th for Jim McGlothlin. 1 down, and George Scott. Scott 0 for 3. (5-2). Fly ball center. There's Johnstone, 2 outs. Johnstone very quiet out there today. Prankless today. Now Joe LaHood with Diaz on first and 2 down. Joe is 1 for 3 with a double and scored in that first 2-run inning in the second. 3-7, and he pops it up to first. And Spencer makes the catch. McGlothlin, another good inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, left on base. We're in the middle of the 7th inning stretch. And it's 5-0 Red Sox. And here comes Ray Culp. Culp has been awesome today, throwing 6 shutout innings, 2 hits, 2 walks. That's it. And leading it off is Jay Johnstone, very serious. Maybe Bill Rigney had a little talk with him. Oh, Bijan Bain. Culp is amazing, you know. Exactly. Yeah, Bijan Bain has joined us. It's great to see you, Bijan, when you come on. Makes me feel good. Culp has been so good, not only today, but this season. Okay, Johnstone, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Culp. That's 1-4. And it's hit well by Johnstone. Deep to right, going back is LaHood. It's gone. Oh, we spoke too soon, Bijan Bain. I'm just kidding. But Johnstone gets a hold of one. And it's a 5-1 ball game. So there's the first run allowed by Ray Culp. To lead off the 7th. Let's look at that again. 1-4. Home run 1-7. It's a 4. So it's 5-1 ball game. And here's Bill Voss. Voss 0 for 2. The pitch from Culp, 3-8, and he chops it to first. Scott has it. Steps on the bag, 1 away for Aurelio Rodriguez. 1 for 2, doubled and left on in the third. Here's the pitch from Culp. 2-6, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Ray today. 2 down. And Joe Askew with 2 outs, nobody on. 1 in on the leadoff home run by John Stone this inning for the first run for the Angels. Askew 0 for 2. Culp in the windup. 2-9. Struck him out. So Culp finishes it off. 1-2-3. There was 1 run on 1 hit. The solo blast by John Stone. We've gone 7 here at the Big A. It's 5-1 Red Sox. McGlothlin. This will be his last inning for sure, because he's due up next, and yeah, we'll have a pinch hitter for him in the 8th for sure. But he's pitched 3 good innings. The last 3 innings, very good. Here's Don Locke to lead it off. The pitch from McGlothlin. 6-4. Grounder to third. Rodriguez. 11-2. Can't get it. He boots it. Oh, my. An error by Aurelio Rodriguez. A rare error. Happens to the best. So Locke on first to lead it off, and here's Gibson. Culp on deck. From the stretch, McGlothlin. 5-3, fly ball right. Voss going back, and he pulls it down. Locke holds. 1 down. Here's Ray Culp. Culp singled, walked, and struck out. He scored when he walked in that 3-run 4th. 1 out, Locke on first. The pitch to Culp. 4-10, and he struck him out. That's the 6th strikeout for McGlothlin. And Sid O'Brien comes up. Where's O'Brien? Here he is. 2 outs with Locke on first. Red Sox lead at 5-1. Top of the 8th. The pitch to O'Brien. 2-11. A grounder to first. Spencer has it, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. No runs in the top of the 8th for Boston. No hits, the error, left on base. Middle of the 8th, 5-1 Red Sox. And that's the last inning for Jim McGlothlin, the loser of record. He pitched 8. He allowed 9 hits. He did not allow a hit after the 4th inning. He walked 3 batters, struck out 6, and allowed 5 runs. A story of 2 stages of base pitching. Pitching to the Red Sox in the top of the 9th will be Hoyt Wilhelm, the knuckler. Ray Culp comes out, and there'll be a pinch hitter for McGlothlin. It's going to be George Thomas. I'm sorry, not Thomas. That's for the Red Sox. It's going to be Bubba Morton. Bubba Morton. Morton steps in. And here we go. Ray Culp on the mound, and the pitch to Morton. 4-10. It's a fly ball to left. Carl is there, one down. For Sandy Alomar, top of the order. Alomar 0 for 3. And the pitch from Culp. 4-6. Struck him out. That's the third for Ray. And it's 2 outs for Jim Spencer. Here's the pitch. 1-7. Grounds it to second. Andrews over to Scott, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for Ray Culp again. And after 8, the score remains 5-1 Red Sox. Here's Hoyt Wilhelm, the knuckler. In for McGlothlin. Andrews will lead it off, 3 for 4 today. One 8. Walked him. Yeah, that knuckler, nobody knows where it's going to go. Andrews on first, and Carl Yastrzemski is the batter. Carl 1 for 3 with a walk. From the stretch, Wilhelm. Pitch to Carl, 4-6, grounds it to second for the force. 1 out, and Yaz on first now. For Rico Petroselli, 1 for 4. Singled and knocked in a run. And it's 1 out. Carl on first. Here's the pitch, 5-9. Fly ball to right. Voss is under it. And there's 2 away. Carl holds at first. And now George Scott. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it will be Reichert, Fregosi, and Johnstone. Here's Hoyt now. And the pitch to George. 6-9. Struck him out. Fooled him on that knuckler. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Angels trail by 4. Culp has been remarkable. He did allow a home run to Johnstone, who's due up this inning. But other than that, he's been unbelievable. And here's Rick Reichert to lead it off, 0 for 2 with a walk. Culp into his windup. The pitch to Reichert. 3-9. He struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout now for Culp. Now Jim Fregosi 0 for 2 with a walk. Johnstone on deck. Culp into his windup, and the pitch to Fregosi. 2-11. He lines it to first, caught by Scott. 2 outs. Culp 1 out away from the complete game win. Johnstone 2 for 3 today, a single, and then a solo home run for the only run for the Angels today. Okay, Culp is ready. The pitch to Johnstone. 3-8. He grounds it to first. Scott has it. Tosses to Culp, covering the bag, and the ball game is over. The final score, Boston Red Sox 5, California Angels 1. The win goes to Culp, and he's the star of the game. He went all the way. He pitched 9 innings. He allowed only 3 hits. One of them was a home run. He walked 2, struck out 4, and allowed 1 run. The loss goes to McGlothlin. Had a rough couple innings and then settled down. Wilhelm came in to pitch 1, allowed a walk, struck out 1. The final line: Red Sox 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Angels 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. So that's it, folks. Andrews knocked in 3. And he's also honorably mentioned. We're so sorry, Kathy Harden. Angels were trying to hit 500 baseball again. They're in a bit of a tailspin. They'll fall 21.5 behind the first place Twins in the AL West. Red Sox move up to 20.5 games in 4th place, behind the first place Baltimore Orioles. This is Jeffrey Guterman. Looking ahead to our schedule, because I don't have any posted. I think it might be a good idea if I play a fairly good deal of Strat-O-Matic today. The next game is a beauty of a game. It's the final game of a 2, 3, 4-game series. San Francisco Giants at the Chicago Cubs, an important game for both. Pitching for the Giants will be Bobby Bolin, and for the Cubs will be Ferguson Jenkins. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to put this one in the books, and I'll set this one up, the Giants-Cubs game, as soon as I am able. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well, and Strat on. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Thank you, Mark Schucker. Thank you, Bijan Bain, and everyone else on behalf of the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network.